Ever wondered how your parenting style can shape your child's behavior? It's a question that's puzzled many for ages. Today we'll be exploring just that, the profound influence of parenting styles on children's behavior. We live in a world where parenting is as diverse as humanity itself, and understanding its impact is crucial. Our focus will be on the relationship between different parenting styles and juvenile delinquency, particularly highlighting the role of the authoritarian parenting style. We'll delve into research findings, scrutinizing the ways in which styles of parenting can potentially lead to problematic behavior in adolescence. We'll examine delinquent activities like refusal to adhere to parental demands, substance abuse and other destructive behaviors, and how certain parenting methods could be contributing to these issues. As we dive into this topic, keep in mind that every child and every parent is unique. What exactly is delinquent behavior? Now that's a question that warrants some explanation. Delinquent behavior typically refers to a range of activities that are deemed unacceptable or unlawful, particularly prevalent during the challenging period of adolescence, that is, between the ages of 13 and 18. This behavior can take many forms, from refusal to adhere to parental demands to more serious offenses like alcohol and drug misuse, property destruction, theft, and even violent crimes. It's important to note, however, that while such behavior is more common during adolescence, it's not exclusive to this age group. Interestingly, studies show that males are more likely to engage in delinquent behavior than females. But it's not all about gender or age. There's another significant factor at play here, the role of parents. It's often said that charity begins at home, and the same holds true for behavior. The family environment, the home, is the first school for any child, shaping their character and behavior. This is where a healthy, or unfortunately in some cases, unhealthy development starts. The family is essentially the basic ecology of a child's life, influencing their behavior through either negative or positive reinforcement. It's a socio-cultural economic arrangement that significantly impacts not only a child's behavior, but also their character development. Now, consider this. What happens when there's ignorance or negligence in parenting? It can lead to damaging effects, creating behavioral issues in children. A key factor in this is parenting style, which can greatly affect a child's behavior. For instance, an authoritarian parenting style can play a pivotal role in developing delinquent behavior among adolescents, often leading to negative outcomes. So, in essence, the parenting style adopted at home can significantly influence a child's behavior, steering them either towards or away from delinquency. Remember, the family environment is the first school for any child, shaping their character and behavior. It's where the seeds of delinquency can be sown, or alternatively, where they can be rooted out. So, how does parenting style come into play here? To answer this, let's delve into the realm of parenting and understand its influence on a child's behavior. Parenting is a complex activity, an amalgamation of many specific behaviors that can individually or collectively affect a child's actions. It's undeniable that adolescent delinquency is closely tied to parenting styles. Picture a home as a basic ecology where a child's behavior manifests through positive or negative reinforcement. The family, being a sociocultural economic arrangement, wields significant influence on not just the child's behavior, but also their character development. Ignorance or negligence in parenting can lead to unwanted effects, ultimately creating behavioral problems in children. Among the various parenting styles, one that stands out for its potential role in developing delinquent behavior among adolescents is the authoritarian style. This style is characterized by high expectations of conformity and compliance to parental rules and directions, while allowing little open dialogue between parent and child. The because I said so approach, if you will. Children raised by authoritarian parents may become obedient and proficient, but they may also develop self-esteem issues, become hostile or aggressive, and in some cases, turn to delinquency. They may exhibit less social competence because the parent generally tells the child what to do instead of allowing the child to choose by themselves. As the literature suggests, juvenile delinquency is defined as a law-breaking act committed by a minor below the age of 18. This law-breaking act can result in incarceration in detention centers rather than prisons or correctional centers. The risk of an adolescent's development of delinquent behavior is often led by the parenting style they are exposed to. Authoritarian parenting style, in particular, plays an influential role in developing delinquent behavior among adolescents that eventually results in negative outcomes. Therefore, it's accurate to state that different parenting styles can significantly impact the behavior of a child. As we can see, parenting style can significantly influence a child's behavior for better or worse. Let's zoom in on one particular style, the authoritarian parenting style. This style is characterized by high expectations of conformity and compliance to parental rules and directions, while allowing little open dialogue between parent and child. It's a style that emphasizes obedience, tradition, and order, often at the expense of flexibility, individuality, and freedom of expression. Authoritarian parents are often rigid in their rules, expecting their children to follow them without question. They place a high value on discipline and tend to respond to disobedience with punishment rather than understanding and guidance. This parenting style is often marked by a lack of warmth and responsiveness, as authoritarian parents have high demands but are not responsive to their children's needs. Now, how does this parenting style potentially lead to delinquent behavior? In an environment where children are consistently subjected to strict rules and high expectations, they may develop feelings of frustration and resentment. They may begin to exhibit oppositional behavior in response to the perceived lack of freedom and autonomy. This can manifest in various forms of delinquent behavior, such as non-compliance, substance abuse, and even more severe forms of law-breaking activity. A number of research studies support this link. For instance, a study by Kerr, Staten, and Ozdemir in 2012 found that children raised in authoritarian households were more likely to exhibit delinquent behavior than those raised in more permissive or authoritative households. This suggests a significant correlation between the authoritarian parenting style and juvenile delinquency. However, it's crucial to remember that correlation does not imply causation. While these findings indicate a relationship between authoritarian parenting and delinquency, they do not prove that the parenting style is the sole or even the primary cause of such behavior. Other factors such as socioeconomic status, peer influence, and individual temperament can also play significant roles. While it's not set in stone, the authoritarian style of parenting has been linked to increased instances of juvenile delinquency. It's a complex issue, and understanding it fully requires a nuanced, multifaceted approach. So what have we learned today? We began our journey by defining delinquent behavior, a distressing issue particularly prevalent among adolescents, ranging from refusal to adhere to parental demands to severe actions such as theft and property destruction. The pivotal role of the family was underscored, as it is within this intimate setting, that a child's behavior begins to take shape through the influence of positive or negative reinforcement. Our exploration led us to understand that the family unit is a socio-cultural economic arrangement that can significantly influence not just the behavior, but also the character development of children. Ignorance in parenting can steer children towards damaging effects, ultimately resulting in behavioral problems. In the course of our discussion, we discovered that parenting is a complex activity composed of many specific behaviors working individually or collectively, influencing children's behavior. It's clear that adolescent delinquency is intimately connected with parenting styles. We dove deeper into the term juvenile delinquency, which is defined as a law-breaking act committed by a minor, below the age of 18. These acts can result in incarceration in detention centers, rather than prisons or correctional centers. The risk of an adolescent's development of delinquent behavior is often directed by parenting style. We zeroed in on one style in particular, the authoritarian parenting style, which plays an influential role in developing delinquent behavior among adolescents. This style of parenting, characterized by strict rules and high expectations, can often lead to negative outcomes. The authoritarian approach, while well-intentioned in its desire to instill discipline and responsibility, can often lead to a lack of emotional understanding and empathy, causing children to rebel and engage in delinquent behavior. But it's important to remember that all is not lost. The beauty of parenting is that it's a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of learning, understanding, and adapting. While the authoritarian parenting style may be linked to delinquent behavior, it's also crucial to understand that every child is unique. What works for one might not work for another. As parents, the most important thing is to be mindful of our actions and the effects they can have on our children. It's about finding a balance between discipline and understanding, rules and freedom, expectations and empathy. In conclusion, parenting style plays a significant role in shaping a child's behavior and character. While the authoritarian style can lead to delinquent behavior, it's crucial to understand that the key lies in balance and understanding, not in strict rules and high expectations alone. Understanding our parenting styles can help us guide our children towards healthier behaviors. Remember, your parenting style can shape your child's future.